Hey, who's online right now? I need to talk, y'all. There's some stuff going on, and I got to get it out. Mm-hmm. Hey, Bianca, what's up, girl? Y'all hit the like button as you come in. I got some stuff I got to get off my chest. Real stuff. I got to really get off my chest. For real, for real. I want to have a conversation. Y'all hit the like button as you come in. Hey, Bianca. Hey, Fly Gray Streaks. Hey, Serene. Hey, Tay Bay. Hey, my Kia Cocoa Pop. I'm okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to talk about it. Because let me tell you something. This probably ain't going to sound nice, and I really don't care. Hey, Spiller. Houston, let's talk about Houston, Texas, shall we? This is one of the most ignorant, backward, slow places I've ever lived in my life. Let me just put that out there. Hey, Sharon Fona. Oh, yeah, the education system is a whole joke. Hey, Angie. Hey, Dana. Y'all come on in, hit the like button. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, G, darling. Miss MO1, what's up? Yeah, I want to talk about it today. First of all, it's backwards because let me tell you. Let me try to see if I can set the scene for the people who don't live here. Okay? So what we have in this place. Hey, Serene. You said you got a story about HISD and their racism as a kid. I'm telling you, and it's a real backwards place, in my opinion, because a lot of the black people here don't even peep what's happening. Or when they do, they don't really fight back. So what ends up happening is you got a bunch of clear folks running roughshod. Hey, Morgan's Musings. And it's like, I'm not like, it's absolutely that they are confused because I'm not from Houston, baby. Not ever. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. And I'm just terrible enough to meet you where you are. If you're a bad person, I can be a worse person. Kia Coco Pop says, Royal family, what's up? I heard stories about Houston. I have family who lives there. I'm telling you, you got a lot of black parents in this area that literally allow these people to treat their children any way they want to. Hey, Velda. Hey, Rochelle. And I'm just not one of those people. So let me give y'all an idea of what's been going on. Let me say this first, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I'm seeing and what I think it is, right? So, one, hey, learning to love myself. We're in a pretty decent area. However, the way we're zoned over here, we fall into what's known as Alief Independent School District, right? So, in a situation like that, you may live in a decent area, but your kid, hey, CC Miller, your kid may actually end up in a school with some extra ghetto folks. Now, I don't know a nice way to put it. It just is what it is. So is that why all of y'all are moving to Atlanta causing it? Girl, I ain't moving to Atlanta. I already did Atlanta. Atlanta's over. I don't want nothing to do with Atlanta. The money you would have to pay to live there, it ain't worth it. Hey, Kimber. But okay, so this is what's up. So the area that we're in, it zoned us for Alief ISD. So I saw like the KIP schools, I think that's what they're called, but I didn't understand that those were charter schools or whatever. So, we still tried to learn the area, tried to get used to the people. A lot of the stuff I thought maybe is growing pains. Hey, Egypt. Hey, Toffee Mocha. So I'm like, maybe it's growing pains. Let's just try to figure out how these people do what they do, So I noticed a weird thing here. One, I won't say weird, but it's different than what we were used to coming out of Florida. For one, there's a huge, I guess, Mexican community that's here. There's not a whole lot of clear people in this part of town going to school with the children. Very few. And then you got a whole lot of black folks. There's an Asian population and whatnot, different Asian countries. Haven't seen that many Arab or Indian much of that demographic. As far as the black people here, there are some American blacks and some West African blacks, some South African blacks, and the like. Y'all get the idea. So it's a nice little mishmash of different people. Okay. You say Atlanta ain't much better, and my cousin pulling her baby out from private school. Yeah, but it's a different thing. Hey, Latavia. So dig. Let me tell y'all what went on. So baby girl, the youngest one, she was doing cheer. Y'all know I was having to leave out of here, go get her from cheer practice and everything, right? So we get information that apparently a bunch of little girls got jealous and they were like, oh, we gonna go jump on Emmy. Because she's cutesy. You know, some of y'all have seen her, so y'all know she's extra cutesy and whatnot. And, you know, that's normal at that age, around 14. That's where girls have a lot of insecurities, body image issues, stuff like that. So if you see a little girl that's cute and real sure of herself, I understand that can get on their nerves. That might bother them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't so cute, Emmy would probably get on my nerves too. Okay? But anyway, so that was the thing. And she went to her cheer coach because that's the person that she trusts. This person by the name of Miss Watson. I won't say her first name because I don't want to get into no legal stuff giving out people's first and last names. Okay, so she goes to this lady who always kind of plays like mom in a way, surrogate mom, to the children on her campus, which I never had a problem with that. You know, that don't bother me. That's nice. I actually think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If the kids are there and, you know, they're comfortable with you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I had an issue with the girls going after Emerald before. It was a lot. It was really a lot. So she goes to this lady to tell her, like, hey, look, I'm getting this information. I'm not really comfortable. Like, basically went to her as an adult that she can trust to say, what should I do? What she got from this lady was, oh, just don't worry about it. It ain't nothing. Just don't worry about it. Meanwhile, y'all know how the school systems work, right? So to the extent that if you get into it at school or somebody attacks you, even if you're defending yourself, they will still suspend you and you lose all your rights and privileges and everything like that, even though you're defending yourself. Now, y'all know adults have, hey, Mary, you know, adults have the right to self-defense. But when it comes to children, children don't have the right to self-defense. So she was like, look, I don't want to end up off a chair because I don't want to end up having to fight because then I'm not going to be able to be a cheerleader. So what should I do? Lady tells her, oh, don't worry about it. So she almost took it, you know, at face value. But then she says, let me text my mama. So she texted me, which is her prerogative to text her mother. I immediately, y'all know me, jumped in my truck, Zoom. I'm heading up there ASAP because we got to get some understanding. We need to understand exactly what rock you bumped your head on or which rock you smoked. So I called up there and let them know, look, if I need to have the police meet me up here, let me know. But we finna handle this right now. So I pulled them in a meeting, as is my prerogative as a mother. Y'all, please like the video as you come in. So I called a meeting, brought them in, and next thing I know, I'm letting them know, look, this is what the kid is saying is happening. She texted me, I came here because we need to handle it immediately. Y'all, their first order of business was to start making excuses. Hey, Naturally Rooted, how you doing? So, hey, Candy R. So I basically let I guess she was an assistant principal. Y'all, she was so dingy and frumpy and frowsy, it was hard to tell what she was. Okay. Hey, DH. Hey, S. Collins. Hey, Nataski. Fly Gray Streak, it's your birthday today, right? Am I right or what? Hey, I am unique. Yeah, so they started making excuses. And so she didn't like what I said when I told her, listen, make sure that these animals don't touch my child. So I thought it. Well, you thought you slipped past me, girl. I don't care how upset I get. I be trying to keep track of y'all birthdays. I'm about to put it in the chat real quick. But so her concern was, get this, her concern was not to protect my child. Her concern was that I call those little animals animals. So she said, well, you can't call them animals. I said, you are a liar, ma'am, because I clearly just did and I will again. Don't worry about what I called them. Worry about the fact that they had better not, those little wild apes had better not put their hand on my baby, because I will have them in jail and I will have you in court. Simple. Because you all do not want the children to defend themselves. And I'm not going to have her be attacked by a bunch of wild hyenas, cockroaches, rats, whatever you want to call them. So she goes, oh, they're children. I said, says you. I said, they're vermin. And don't you let them or their diseased, cursed hands touch my child. So we're getting the information. She was supposed to be asking the child what she heard, where she heard it, rather than her to be, asking the right questions. She was barely asking questions at all. Let me let y'all know. It was to the extent that I had to basically interrogate the child myself and say, okay, who said it? In what period? Hey, Jamie, in what period were y'all? Where does he sit? If you don't know his name, what was he wearing? Like, I had to act like I was on the first 48 because they weren't asking no questions. Okay? Natasha said they ain't going to protect them, yet not allow them to protect themselves. Oh, no, exactly. And that's what I wanted them to know. You got the wrong kid, and you surely have the wrong mother. So I let her know, and she's still focused on my vernacular. And I say, madam, I'm not cursing, I'm not raising my voice, but I bet you heard what I said. So I was talking and she cut me off. I said, I'm still talking. She said, but I can't let you. I said, you can't stop me from saying anything that I want to say. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. There's nothing you can do to stop me from saying anything that I want to say. Okay? All right. So she said, well, I'm going to have to end this conversation. I said, you can end anything you like, including your diet, because that's not working either. But you heard what I said. And she said, well, I heard you. I said, fabulous. Fabulous. Okay? So I let that go. Now, she's black, or she's one of those black-looking people that I refer to as dustish, or maybe she's raccoonish. I'm not sure. But either way, I won't dwell on her specific nationality. Or ethnicity, I should say. However, so we went ahead. Right, Natasha, more concerned with words than hands. Girl, I don't care how you feel. And she said, well, I feel like you being disrespectful. So I made it clear to her, I'm not here to respect you. I'm here to advocate for my child as any other responsible mother would. I really don't care about your feelings. Your feelings don't matter to me at all. What matters is the safety of my child. Let's be clear. Okay? So I let it go. I say, y'all find it out. The resource officer, Officer Wright, good guy. He is the only person on the entire campus that's legit at all. Rest of them, pure trash. So I asked him once the meeting was over, I said, look, I'm taking my kid home to give y'all time to get to the bottom of what's going on and holler at me later. So I asked him if he would walk her over to the Miss Watson's class to get her cheer bag because she had left it. And when she gets there, apparently the heifer that I told off in the office took it on herself to call down there and tell her that Emerald's mother had hurt her feelings. Oh, poor you. Girl, your hairdresser hurt your feelings, or your barber, whoever shaved your head like that and put that cheap blonde bleach job, that cheap bleach blonde job on your head. That should have hurt your feelings. The fact that you wearing mom jeans should have hurt your feelings. The fact that your gut is bigger than your butt should have hurt your feelings. The fact that you working at an inner city middle school. You know you don't want to be there, baby. You're there because you're a loser. That should have hurt your feelings. So many things should have hurt her feelings. The fact that she had on sneakers that was talking in the front and leaning to the side, that should have hurt her feelings. But she calls down there to the cheer coach, honey, because she want to cry because Miss Locker done hurt her feelings, honey. So she tells my daughter, You ain't had no business calling your mama and using your mama as a guard dog. I said, guard dog. Hey, Lala. I said, I know good and well that this bad-bodied heifer that's shaped like the Tasmanian devil did not say that my baby was using me as a guard dog. I say, well, sir. So she says, well, when you find out this ain't nothing, I hope you feel bad. And you should feel bad. And I'm sitting there like, why are you trying to shame a child for getting her mother involved? Because you all were not interested in making sure she was okay. That's number one. Number two, y'all know and I know, the first thing they like to say to these children is when they get in a fight, you could have avoided it. When the child do something to avoid it, why are you trying to make the child feel bad for doing something to avoid it? How stupid is that? Can somebody tell me how stupid it is? Because I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Can somebody help me? Okay. I pinned the message to the top of the chat. So anyway, mind you, at this point, y'all, I'm giving them time to, I'm gonna give you a chance to resolve it before I get involved. So while they're supposed to be resolving the issue, her feelings hurt. So she done called down there to Watson. Watson said that to my kid. By the time Emerald gets in the car, she's like, well, I don't want to do cheer no more because I don't like her attitude and I don't like how she talked to me. And so, y'all, I'm going to tell the truth. I was kind of proud. I said, okay, so I got a child that thinks like her mother. When somebody disrespect you, you don't keep rocking with them. You just fall back. Right. She tried to avoid the fight and they mad. They were so busy being mad that her mama was involved. They couldn't even be professional, girl. Ain't that something? Couldn't even be professional. It was just eating them alive. That's all I'm trying to say. I find it interesting. I find it very interesting. So anyway, maybe like 2 days later after Emerald, because that same day, I texted her and said, Emmy will not be back for cheer, but appreciate you. And just left it at that. I could have ate her up, but I let her live. I say life is beating you bad enough. You shaped like you shaped like Taz. Your car looked like a shoebox. Your child looks like some sort of an alien. Baby, life is already whooping the hell out of you. I wasn't gonna eat her up. I let her make it. Okay, that's right, Angie. Y'all thumbs up. But I had to vent. So I want to say a day and a half, 2 days later, Emerald texted me, Mama, they brought me to the office and said I got tardy, so I need to go. I need to stay after school for detention. I say, you say what now? Okay. So then I went up to the school and it was the same lady with the run over shoes, the mom jeans, the booty do, and the bald head that called her up there for that. I said, wow, ain't you cute? So at that point, I called in the principal. Now this is the part I want y'all to understand how they use black folks and black looking folks, rather, dusty people and other minorities against black folks in Alief ISD and in Houston, period. Because they're able to hide behind other people and do their dirt because they don't live in these parts of town at all. They don't live in these parts of town. So they use, hey, Yvette Charles, they use black looking people and other minorities to attack black folks. So that's what they thought they was going to do. So I called in their boss. Now this clear fellow, when I say he clear, y'all, he's so clear the rims of his eyes look red. And get this, he's a man and he wears mom jeans. So I pulled him in the office. I called him and he didn't come to the phone. And I'm like, child, I work for myself. Y'all punch clocks. Jump on that if you can stand the strain, okay? So I said, if you don't answer the phone, I'm going to always be in your office. It's better you answer the phone. So I pulled him in there. I said, now you and I have never had a conversation. I've seen you, but we've never spoken. Never said 10 words. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to know what your staff is doing. So I ran it down for him and let him know how things were going. Let him know I wasn't pleased. And I said, listen, what the first thing I'm going to need you to do is move her to another assistant principal. That woman has no reason to say anything to my child. I feel like her behavior is retaliatory because she doesn't like the fact that she couldn't control my mouth. And the problem with that is I'm not a student and I don't work here. I would never. You couldn't pay me. You couldn't afford to pay me to work here. I said, so just keep her away from my kid. And I saw then, I say, oh, he's the reason why they feel empowered to attack other Black children. So then he goes, well, I can't stop her. If I said, you had better stop her. Hey, Angel baby. Hey, Vita. You better stop her. So sure enough, he moved her on. And then all of the, hold on. Okay. All of the staff after that, I want to say like a whole solid week, running up to my kid. Oh, your mom came up here. Oh, your mom came up here. What's going on with your mom? So I'm already irritated because I'm trying to figure out why on earth would you think it's appropriate to go to the child about her mama? I'm the mama. She's not. I don't care if you don't like anything I said. So at that point, now y'all know I'm about to really not be nice because that's just what it is. Now, every time you mess up, I'm on your neck. Every time I'm on your neck. So again, the resource officer, he was doing his job, y'all. He was investigating, trying to get to the bottom of it. Long story short, it was about maybe, you know how they say it's like a gaggle of geese, is a group of geese. Right, completely inappropriate. That's what I said. Why are you addressing my kid? You don't like what I say it to me. I'm not going to listen, but say it to me because I don't care what you got to say. You know, not when I know I'm justified, especially not when it's got to do with my kid. Okay. So come to find out, it was a gaggle of hood boogers. And most of them really wasn't going to do much, but I think one or two really did want to do something, but they were just afraid. Because apparently, like a couple years back, Emmy did get into a fight, and she is her mother's daughter, and she accidentally, on purpose, dumped the young woman on her neck. So the one that really didn't like her, she didn't really want to fight with her. Hey, Ashanti. Hey, Lita. Hey, Jamie. Because they felt like, okay, Emma gonna dump me on my neck. Like, this is a known fact. This is what's gonna go down. So anyway, the resource officer gets to the bottom of it. Come to find out, her co-captain on the cheer team was a part of it. Y'all, that's a whole nother story time if you really want to know. Because we were really trying to be nice to this girl. Like, low-key, at this point, I call her Fat Albert. I don't care. I will clown a kid if your kid is messing with my kid. Take it any way you want to. And it was just, you know, we had been giving this girl rides, being nice to her. She was a part of it too. So we got to the bottom of that. Fast forward. More stuff started coming up. Then it turned into some little boy liked her. And she didn't even know the boy. And then here we go again. So at that point, I wasn't even addressing the principal. I spoke directly to the resource officer. I'm like, look, hey, Officer Wright, this is what's going on. I know you out here. I know you keep your eyes on these kids. You keep your ear on the ground. Keep a lookout for my baby. I said, now the reality is, anybody touch her at this point, she has permission to defend herself to the fullest extent. I don't care what she do to him. I'll deal with the backlash, lawsuits, whatever. But she's going to defend herself. So he's like, I understand, Ms. Locker. It's getting out of control. And it was to the point where the resource officer, y'all, he was so tired of it. All he could say was, at this point, all I can say is, I wish I had a mama like you when I was that age, period. So then the assistant, not the assistant principal, the principal, the clear fella, he comes marching up in his mom jeans, y'all. And he walked like a sassy auntie. He comes switching over there. And he said, what's going on? I said, I wasn't talking to you. He said, but you pointed at me. I said, yes, because I was talking about you, not to you. I said, I don't trust you. I don't like you. I don't want anything to do with you. I said, honestly, I don't even respect you. I said, you won't get your staff under control. They're questioning a kid, low-key trying to pick and bully a child because they don't like what her mother had to say. I said, but I can tell you this. If you're not careful, I'll be going from class to class with her. every day. So I continued to let the officer know what was going on. Mom Jeans kept talking. I was like, look, whatever. Like, I literally gave him the Ricky Lake talk to the hand. Okay. I'm saying her, him, shim, whoever. And so go back to my truck, take my kid, I'm gone. Some more mess came up, I ignored it. So then I want to say, like, maybe like the last couple weeks, she keeps coming home. Y'all, now these old, rusty, dusty losers are harassing this baby every day. Oh, you quit cheer? You're not going to cheer? Oh, you're not going to cheer? Then the old cheer coach, she's teaching science. Instead of her focusing on teaching science, why did she find an old t-shirt and says, I think this is your t-shirt, put it in a grocery store bag like a Winn-Dixie bag, y'all, and set it on my child's desk? So, of course, she's my kid. Hey, Delicia. So this crazy girl gets up and go and put the bag in the trash right in front of her. Like, girl, don't bring me nothing. And I wasn't mad at her. You know, I make my children be respectful, but I'm not going to tell them to let nobody bully them, step on them, push them, or make them uncomfortable. You're never going to do it. You're never going to do it because they know they got backup. So fast forward again. So they had some spring dance for the remaining cheerleaders and they were trying to raise money or whatever. First thing they did, Emmy, are you coming? Emmy, are you coming? And it was so weird, y'all, because the whole time my kid was on the squad, that's all they want to talk about. The whole campus, cheerleaders, this, cheerleaders, that. Emerald quit cheer. Now ain't nobody talking about no cheerleaders. And so then they were angry because the girl wasn't going to come to the dance. Then they started harassing her about not coming to the dance. So then this week, the crescendo, one of the male coaches, I forgot what, I don't even think she has him for PE. I just think he's just in the gym while they're in PE. So then he's yelling behind my kid. He's loud. He's obnoxious. Oh, you're a cheerleader. I'm going to tell Miss White. So I said, and it got so bad. He was so obnoxious just harassing this kid that, and you say you got to make sure you ain't got no mom jeans. Y'all know them white lady mom jeans. Y'all know. Sorry, clear lady. And anyway, it got so bad that the baby had to ask him, sir, would you please like to leave me alone? She stayed after with one of the teachers yesterday so she could have access to the library to print something. I need to just buy another printer and keep it in the house. But the lady, instead of just letting this kid print stuff, she starts giving her some long story about a dead relative and why Emerald should forgive the people there because people could die. And Emmy, you know, again, being her mother's child, tells the nice Spanish lady, nice Mexican lady, listen, if they die, it's none of my business. Can I please just print my paper? Like, so I said, Emmy, what was her face like? She said her mouth was just hanging open. Lala, thank you so much for the super chat. She said just a little support for the stream, ma'am, sir. but I get himself together, and I don't blame you for standing up for your baby girl. I would too. Y'all know I'm gonna do it. I don't mind one bit. So it just kept going on, and after that happened yesterday, and you know it just kept going. So I was like, you know what, it's not sitting right with me. So I called up there this morning. I said, you know, I told the lady, tell Skiles to call me and let him know. Unless he wants to see me face to face, he needs to holler at me. So sure enough, he called y'all because he don't want me coming up there. Them people do the last thing them people want is to see me face to face. They already know. They already know. We gonna sit down. We gonna toe to toe. I'm gonna tell you what I think about you to your face. Not biting my tongue. That's it. That's all. So he gets on the phone today, and he goes, "Well, what happened this morning?" I said, "Nothing happened this morning. Actually, I said everything happened between yesterday, the days before, the prior week, and the week before that, and the week before that. Like this is an ongoing thing." Yeah, they are doing way too much. They're doing way too much. And I'm the one, honey. I am the one. Hey, God's anointed daughter. You ain't late, girl. Miss MO1 said, ooh, I would have been hot and cussed them all the way out. Kudos to you for letting them know they messing with the wrong child. They got to know. You got to let them know. So in any event, This is the thing, right? So he's on the phone and he says, "What happened?" I said, "No." And I told him, "No, this was prior to." Hey, DS, this was prior to. And so I gave him the rundown. I said, "Look, this thing that you all are doing." Dora said, "I am Mexican and the Mexican lady needs to stay out of it." I agree. But I was just like, and I'm going to tell you the truth though, Dora, she really hasn't been that problematic. Like I've been watching her and I feel like she was kind of being influenced by some of some of the black looking people on that campus. And I think after she and I had a little conversation this morning, it was nice and cool. I think she understood like this is above my pay grade. I don't really know what's going on with these people. Let me stay out of this. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. But anyway, so then he goes, "Well, these are teachers and they're supposed to ask like if something changes." I said, "You sound very ridiculous, Mr. Skiles." I said, "You're sitting here gaslighting yet again." I said, "That is why I tried my hardest not to call you with this mess. This is why I have allowed it to go on for a little while to give them time to get it out of their system. I was thinking if I gave them a few times, hey, Miss Sparkle, to get it out of their system, ask whatever little stupid questions they want to ask, then my child can move on and y'all can leave her the hell alone." I said, "But this is the thing. It's not concerned when you ask repeatedly week after week. Well, it's concerned. We're supposed to build relationships." I said, "Not with my child, you're not." And I reminded him that he and I had a conversation where I told him there will be no relationship. We're not rebuilding any bridges, burn them to the ground. What we're doing is making it to May. We're not friends. We're not even cordial. My child is not even required to return your greetings. She's required to be professional. That's all I want from you." "Well, we are professional." I said, "You, sir, are a liar. You have actually teachers on campus who curse in front of your students, argue and curse each other out in front of students. You go back and forth. You say document everything." I let him know. I said, "Just to make you aware, any conversation you have with me is recorded." And I let him know. I said, and the girl, he kept trying to talk over me. So I told him, I said, "Even the fact that you ask me questions and then try to talk over me when I begin to answer, even that's being recorded." Okay. Right. Everything is documented on paper and every conversation is recorded. Every one of them. We was talking, me and Deandra was talking about that the other day. O'Neill, at the end of the day, Florida DOC taught me well about documentation. Play with it if you want to. Play with it if you want to. And I had let him know before, and I reminded him again today. Your issue is that you're offended at a black parent who has raised their child well. You're offended at that. You're offended because my child is not a failing child. You are offended because you're looking at a child who's not a hood booger. They placed you over here so that you could be the overseer on this campus full of nothing and make sure that these children remain nothing. And the fact that my black child is raised properly and has a mother that will advocate for her, sir, you are offended. I'm not racist. I said every racist. Said every racist. I had to get it out because I feel like I want everybody to know, if you ever considered moving to Houston, don't. Angel Baby say they don't want to play with Phil's daughter or granddaughter. They sure don't. Because I don't have nothing better to do than to be in your face every day, all day. Lala say, "Sounds like adults trying to bully a minor to me, and it will not be going down." That's exactly what they were trying to do. And I think it irritates them, Hazeline. I think it irritates them the most because Emerald stays nice and cool, looks at them like they're crazy, and then reports it to her mother, as she should. Angel Baby say, "Call them out, Shanitra. Tell the truth, shame the devil." All day. All day. I've been a mother for, at this point, over 30 years. Girl, I ain't no rookie. I ain't no rookie. You bother a kid that's in my care, I hope that you're ready. Natasha said, "Yep, don't even play with manipulative gaslighters." Yeah, I don't play with them. I told him flat out, "You're gaslighting." He actually, Natasha, when the last threat of physical violence came up, was she has to take some responsibility and change the people she hangs around. I said, there you go, trying to blame a victim. She doesn't talk to any of these monkeys. She doesn't speak to any of them at all, not even to say hello. So how is it that you're sitting here trying to blame a victim without even finding out what's going on? But I looked at him and I laughed and I said, typical. Typical. Girl, next move is going to be a lawyer, because even the school boards in this area are unprofessional and extremely racist. Unprofessional and extremely racist. Lala says they're extremely unprofessional and they're allowing these gremlins to pick on a baby girl. They better get themselves together. They better. So then the conversation today, he's like, so what you're saying is you don't want them to ask her about cheer. I said, no, actually, Mr. Skiles. What I'm saying is I don't want them to address my child concerning anything other than her education, performance, or behavior. Anything other than that is unprofessional and out of line. Well, we've been being professional. I said, you, sir, are a liar. Had you been being professional, I wouldn't be on the phone with you. I don't like you enough to hold a conversation with you. Or hadn't you noticed? Leaders say they always tell on themselves saying, I'm not racist. Your actions tell a different story, ma'am, sir. Exactly. Honey, them actions were saying something altogether different. DS say, I think they do not like involved parents. They hate involved parents. That's the problem I have. Now I hear silence and my baby isn't stressed out every day. Right. Right. And the fact that I made it real clear, I will pop up, pull up, cut up, act up, all that. It's up and it's stuck. We can do all of that. We can do all of it. Because let's be clear. When you're someone like myself who worked in Department of Corrections for any length of time, one thing you know for a fact is that a lot of those people that are in there as inmates, it could have been prevented if mothers were on their toes. On their toes, period. Diamond Pearl Jim says she's no longer on the team. Why they keep bringing it up? Straight up bullies. Right. And that's what I told him. I said, look, is cheerleading by force? Is it by force that she must shake a pom-pom? I said, because if so, you should have told us this in the beginning. Hey, not your twins, mama. I said, you should have told us this in the beginning. I would have never let her sign up if I knew it was by force. I said, is this some gang action, blood in, blood out? She can't have no peace because she don't want to shake pom-poms with y'all? Then to say any parent showing any interest in their child's education or well-being, they're afraid. Exactly. They don't like being held to any standard. They want to be able to just do anyhow business with people's children. And the reality is with my kid, that's never going to be an option. Yvette Charles says, yes, ma'am, I'm the same way when it comes to mine. Okay, and I'm open. I'm very open and honest about the fact that I'm one of the most unreasonable women you'll ever meet when it comes to my children. Lala says, my grandma was the same way when it came to raising my sister and I. You're doing everything a mom is supposed to do. Y'all know I got it. Y'all know I got it. Anytime they won't smoke, I'ma light the fire. It's okay. Natasha said, yep, be like, don't worry. I've provided my lawyer with all of your documented interactions so we can do this the easy way or the hard way, but you will stop harassing my child. That's basically what I let him know today. Every conversation you've ever had with me, sir, including this one, is being recorded. Every interaction is logged, and I need you to understand, all I want you to do is keep your communications with my child limited to her education, performance, or behavior. Anything outside of that is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. These people are animals. DS said, I thought I was the only one having this issue with the schools. My child has special needs, and they tried to send my baby to the principal's office for behaviors he can't control. Girl, I can't imagine what you be going through. But what's bad, DS, these idiots will literally sit up and throw fits because Emerald won't talk to them. She's not interested in talking. Like she's real, like her facial expressions. Y'all, the best I can say, the kid is sarcastic. Like she's the queen of physical humor, because you'll be talking to her and she'll make a face that says everything that she knows she can't say and get away with. She won't say nothing. And they're like, oh, well, she doesn't talk. She don't want to talk. Actually the clear fellow, the ma'am sir, mom jeans, actually had the nerve in the first meeting I had with him to say, well, she doesn't smile. And I let him know right then, she is not required to smile. No one is paying her to smile. She doesn't have to show teeth. This is not a minstrel show. She's here to get an education. Simple. And I honestly believe from that first interaction, he understood off the rip. This is one of those Negroes. Oh yeah, very smart, very smart. She will not give them what they're looking for ever. Lord, Natasha, you don't have a poker face either. Your face be telling on you. Oh man, I don't know. Like I don't even know what to call it. I guess that's what I have to say. She don't have a poker face because whatever she's thinking, you're gonna see it on that on her little face, on her cute little mug. DS say my face says everything I'm thinking to. Lord, I try. I try. Lita say she's a smart young lady and she gets it from her mama. Good for her. That's what I say. Like I'm just watching them because anytime they're made to stop harassing a child, then you have to wait for their next retaliation. Like, leave my child alone. Please. That's all. Just leave her alone. I am unique. Say that's me too. My face will be twisted if you saying or doing some dumb stuff. Oh my gosh. Velda said you have to educate those educators. Yeah, I would prefer not to. Yes, fly great streaks. This is what I'm saying. It's like y'all are working overtime trying to find a way to harass a kid that's not bothering you. All the way down to, let me tell y'all how ridiculous it's gotten. If the child turns in her work, do you know she takes out her phone and takes a picture of it laying on the teacher's desk? And one of them had the nerve to lie. One of them had the nerve to lie and say, well, oh, you didn't turn this and this in. And so Emerald pulled out her phone. She said, what's that? And Emmy said, it's a picture of my work sitting on your desk. And the lady had tucked it in some awkward space or whatever, like prepared to lie and try to mess with her grade. Like these people are sick. Cassie G said, OMG, I cannot tell you how many W men have taken it upon themselves to tell me I need to be quiet and stay home. But I am not. I am not. Okay. Y'all know they be making me change devices. I don't know why they do that to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all she gives them is facial expressions, Dora. She don't say nothing. She don't say a word. Your face be getting you in trouble. I'm glad you work from home too, girl. Cassie said they are uncomfortable when they can't place us in one of their boxes. Right. And I think it really vexes them when you're trying to marginalize a Black child and the parent is like right on your neck, foot on your neck, and won't let you do it. Say you get mine from you get yours from your daddy. He never had to spank me. I saw the face and got out of Dodge. Oh Lord. You one of them daddy's girls too, huh? So you used to stay at the middle school because your daughter was being bullied. I almost came out of character. By the time she got to high school, they already knew who I was. Girl, I don't know why they don't know me now. I really don't. No, she's not an October baby. Natasha said they will get defensive because otherwise they would have to admit to themselves that they are actually messing with the child. Right. And rather than just stop it, my thing is this. I think this is where I get confused, y'all. Let me switch back. This is where I get confused, right? Because I feel like if you're that uncomfortable with my presence, if me showing up, pulling up to your school, bringing all types of smoke and drama, it seems like you would just leave this kid alone. Like that to me, that would be the smart way to go. Stop bothering the child. Simple. Lala says these professionals sound like a bunch of weirdos. Honestly, your child is not required to do anything outside of academic obligation and appropriate behaviors for school. Anything else is extra, right? I'm like, y'all are weird. You know you don't want me in your face. You know you don't want me down your throat. So it's like, what's the problem? Leave her alone and you'll never have to talk to me. Jamie said, that's right. Lying about her assignments, that absolutely does it. As if what they've been doing hasn't been enough. Right, because the things that they were doing would have worked with one of the little hood boogers that they're accustomed to. And because they can't get a response that way, okay, so let me try to do some stuff like that. Nah, y'all, that was my sound. I'm sorry. You said they are so pressed they need help. Right. But this is where I'm confused. How are you this pressed over a little kid? Like, how is this child burning y'all up this bad? Zelink said their principal and teachers are the bullies. It sounds like they are. That's why the children who are engaging in those type of activities feel comfortable to do it, because that's what goes on that campus, and they see the adults engaging. Gotta be a glutton for punishment, because I'm going to insult you. I promise you, I'm going to insult you and your entire generation. Your mama, your papa, everybody. I'm insulting everybody. Everybody. And I won't spare you. DS said they hate me coming to the school. I'm on a walker, and I told them if I have to come in there to be smoking fire. Lord, have mercy. Not smoke and fire. Leaders say some educators do more damage to kids than good. Imagine the effects on kids who don't have parents as advocates. I can't imagine, Leader. It's crazy. It was this other little girl there. Hey, Jackie. Glad you stopped being girl. Diamond Pearl Jim, thank you for the super chat. She says they think all of our children have parents that are not involved and they gonna learn. Yes, girl, and when they learn, they act like they've been burnt with fish grease. Much worse, girl, much worse. Jamie said, I missed the beginning of what happened, but woo, they gonna learn the hard way. They are. So listen, let me give you an example. So this one little girl, she's Spanish. I don't know whether she's from Mexico or somewhere South America. Spanish girl. Long story short, nice kid, no trouble. A brother, however, was smoking a vape while he was waiting with her at the bus stop. She's waiting at the bus stop. I guess the mama that has the brother walk her up there because she's still young. So she goes to the bus stop with her brother. The brother's smoking a vape. Some little girls who didn't like her came to school, told those people that she was smoking, and they had absolutely no proof. And they turned around and put the child in detention until the end of the year, claiming that she was smoking at a bus stop with no proof, no cameras, no nothing. And her mother did nothing. Her mother allowed that to stand. And I felt so bad because I said, this is what happens when there's no mother, or the mother is not there to advocate for her kid. Natasha said, judging by their behavior, I would assume other parents' children have had similar or worse situations. So if they're not careful, you can do some snooping and get together a whole case. You never know, but those parents in that area, they're not going to do anything. That's why these people have become predatory against these children. They're predatory because the parents in that particular demographic are not proactive. They do not advocate for their children. Lala says exactly. It's giving weirdo. Honestly, I feel like they're trying to break her because she won't conform to their weird tactics. That's exactly what they're trying to do. And I think it's vexing them that she keeps laughing in their face and calling her mama. Zelene said, I saw a principal yelling at a small child, and I told her parents she's no longer the principal. She shouldn't be. That's what they did to that kid. Got her in detention till the end of the year, and the child hadn't done anything. The mother just let it stand. And I just don't understand why or how. DS says, if you don't fight for your babies, who will? Then your kids won't know how to advocate for themselves. It's true. That is how they learn to advocate, by watching you stay cool, calm, hold people accountable, hold yourself accountable, and not ease up. Natasha said, but we can find a good pro bono lawyer to get them all together. All right, Natasha, girl, hit my email. We'll get on this. We'll be like Matlock and Perry Mason. We'll get it done. I ain't scared. I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm with you. Dana said they feel justified for the non-involvement in the area, so you shock them that you're involved. Right. Because those parents are not involved, I think they feel like that gives them carte blanche to just mistreat, attack, bully, pick on little kids. And in my mind, it's like, how sick and how much of a loser are you that you feel like your life is only fulfilled when you pick on a child? Like, that's a special kind of sicko. Y'all, please do not forget to tell Fly Gray Streaks happy birthday, and let's pin that dollar to her shirt. Miss MO1 said that mama probably was covering for the son and allowed the daughter to take the fall for him. That's a dang shame. But the son was grown. Like a big boy, like big boy. I don't even know if he's still in school, but if so, he was at a bus stop and it wasn't his bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand as a mother why you would allow them to do that to your child. Cricket says, hi. Hey, Cricket. Jamie said, oh, hell no. I tap dance on that dang desk professionally. They would know my presence, and they know by pure embarrassment, and or we'd all be sitting in someone's courthouse. That's what I let them know. Like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. At the end of the day, I know you're accustomed to the mothers that do come and talk to you guys, screaming and jumping around like apes. I'm not going to do it with you. I feel like this can be handled with litigation. And I need you to know we're going to handle it with litigation. If you do anything out of the way, if you do anything inappropriate, we're going to handle it with litigation. I'm going to put you on notice for every single thing. So that way, if you do it, this is what's going to happen. Not over here. You're not supposed to, they don't let them vape at school. And she was even at a bus stop and she wasn't doing it at all. The kid wasn't doing anything. Dana said, I don't have a cash app, but showed some love. Mine was yesterday. Dana, you ain't turning. Dana, did you turn in your birthday? Wait a minute. Where is Queen Mermaid? I'm going to get her. I don't know if you turned me your birthday in, Dana. Oh. That's like, we're going to celebrate it later tonight or tomorrow, because I surely didn't know your birthday was yesterday. Because I don't think we had you listed. Yeah, you can't smoke. I mean, maybe some cities let you smoke, but that ain't what they doing down here. My problem with it was the kid wasn't smoking. Jamie said the sad part is English probably isn't that little girl's mother's first language. I thought about that too. And she probably doesn't understand what's going on. Facts. I thought about that. Miss Parker said, I don't understand that either. I would have been all over that school board. Thank you. Jackie said, wow, I had to go to school when my son was expelled for something that wasn't his fault. I went up to and told them if they didn't handle it, the school board would be seeing me. You have to. Oh, she don't have no cash app. We're going to figure it out. But it was just like, I don't know. For me, I was like, I had to jump on here and talk to my sisters. Like, can the family talk for a minute? Because that really was, got up under my skin. Hey, E. Davis. Now, of course, I kept my cool. Of course, I would never let ma'am, sir, feel like, he vexed me. Because the reality is I wasn't vexed with him. I'm vexed at the situation. I'm tired of having to keep going back and forth with these idiots. Like, if you slow, just say you slow so we can all move on. Please. Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. She says, Happy National Women's Month. Okay, that's what's up. Dana, okay, you March 7th. Because today is my son's birthday, too. By the by. So Flagray Street and my son have the same birthday. So I need to add both of y'all to the list of birthdays. I got to put Dana on the 7th. Okay. That's what's up. Hey, Glennis. Lala says, exactly, they're messing with the wrong young lady. Not only does she have family that loves her, she has us. We don't play either. Lord, y'all crazy. If them people had y'all coming up there, I would be so worried. I would be so worried for so many reasons. Lord have mercy. Diamond Pearl Jim say, make sure they don't put anything in your child's permanent record. Oh, you know I'm checking that. You know that. Definitely checking that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, happy birthday, old Paul. Mama's boy. Mama's only boy. Natasha said, I don't even have children, but I get a visceral mama bear reaction to anyone who messes with children. Girl, I'm the same way. I am the same way. Don't bother no kids. Leave the kids alone. And these people are just not decent. Thank you, God's anointed daughter. Listen to her. Pisces are the bomb, man. It's Sunday. I know that's right. Y'all are something else. Kids say happy birthday, Neff. I love it. I love it. I love it. But y'all, it's just ridiculous. I just feel like, why do I have to do this? Now it's not an effort for me. It's effortless, for me to keep record. I don't have a problem keeping record. I am an excellent record keeper, to be honest. But I just do not understand for the life of me why they want me to keep doing this with them. I just don't understand. I just don't. I'm like, y'all know y'all don't want me coming up there. Jackie says sometimes that's what they need to get fear put in them sometimes. If you let them get away with something once, it'll continue. It's true. You say, tell your son happy birthday from a fellow Pisces. Oh, no. Let me find out this Pisces gang up in here. Oh, Lord. Angel baby say happy birthday to mama's only boy. That's right. That's my only boy. That is my only boy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all, we had to talk about that because I really mean it, and I'm telling y'all, if you ever thought about or considered moving to Houston, don't. There's lots of good food, so it's good to visit. But no, don't put your children in no situation where you're gonna have to be all day up there behind, because the racism here gets to hide behind black faces or black looking faces. Lala says, happy birthday, Brother Paul. May his new year of life be filled with an abundance of blessings. Amen. I love it. Diamond Pearl Jim say record keeping is time consuming, but sometimes needed. True. Doris says, next time you go to her school, you need to go live. Let us at the ma'am, sir. I might go live next time I go there. Like at this point, I feel like there's no point in being cordial or pleasant. We some crazy but loving folks. Child, y'all got all them emotions that be just working me out. I can't keep up with y'all emotions. It's too many of them. Too many. Y'all hold on one second. Hey, y'all, I'm back. Listen, Amazon is crazy. They were dropping off cleaning supplies and knocking on the door repeatedly like they were making a Wells Fargo delivery or something. Crazy people. Crazy, crazy people. Well, let me see. Dana say Pennsylvania no better. You're in Orange Man County. Oh my. Cricket say my sister had to start recording conversations when she had to go to the school. They didn't like that. Yeah, they don't like it, but I let them know. Everything you say is being recorded. Oh, say it's not emotions. It's called letting them know that you love yours. Period. Oh yeah, no, I don't mean that. I meant them Pisces. Because I had to constantly remind my son, stop being emotional. Ugh. Angel Baby said, if you go live, ma'am, sir might say you harassing the school. I don't care what he says. I know how to stay good and calm. Oh, thank you. I am unique. That's it. Leader say when we came to the US, we lived in Houston for a year. My mom hated the education system, so we moved to another state for that reason. Y'all, it's raggedy. Raggedy. Public schools are on the decline for sure. Yep, you did hear a knock, girl. They came to the door and knocking all crazy. It's not though. It's not. Like literally, I promise y'all, I will never complain about a Florida school again. In my life. Never will I complain about a Florida school again. Never, ever again. Mm-mm. Not for any reason. We have a different respect for people's children, for the most part. There you go. People are on the decline too. You better say that. But thank y'all for letting me get this out because I had to get it out. I'm like, y'all really trying to tempt me to get a charge or act unbecoming. And that's not cute. I don't like it. Listen, y'all, I'm finna jump off. And I better jump off if I want to get back on here later. I'm gonna try to get on a little bit later, but I gotta jump off for now. And I'm gonna talk to y'all. Give me a few hours. Give me a few hours, and I'll be back. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being supportive. Thank y'all for being my sisters. And we will talk in a little bit, okay? Y'all, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please, please, please hit the like button on the way out. I love you guys. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye, y'all.